having a look at El Mariachi by Banderas, play a little bit, and then break it down. Tasty little lick, right? Okay, so we start off in with this E minor chord kind of configuration. String 1 fret 7, 2 fret 8, 4 fret 9, 3 fret 9, and with our picking here we're going 4, 3, 2, and then the first two strings 4 times in a row. And you keep this configuration the whole time. The next phrase is that. You just slide your first finger from the 7th fret to the 8th fret, and your third finger will be on string 2 fret 10. Now, I forgot to say also, I'm working from this video to give this person credit. Christian Vibe or Vib, this is where the tab is coming from on YouTube. If you type in El Mariachi, Banderas, guitar, you'll come up with this Christian Vibe, all one word, and that's where I'm getting this from. Okay, but here's this chord. Then kind of back to the E minor, but just with 2 fingers, 2 fret 8 and 1 fret 7. And that last chord, string 3 fret 9 and 2 fret 8. So far we have this E minor configuration. That's the first phrase. That's the second phrase. And then, then this phrase again. Well, the rhythm is a little different, but the notes are the same. So the first time is, whoops. Then the second time is, whoops. Da, 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 da. It's the first time, and the second time, oops. And then you slide this chord, string 9, 3 fret 9 and 2 fret 8. You slide up to string 3 fret 11 and 2 fret 10. So here's the first phrase to work on. Oops, sorry. And then that's the second phrase. Then the third phrase, same notes, slightly different rhythm, with the last 2 chords a little longer, and then the last little bit, sliding those 2 fingers, fingers 2 and 3, up 2 frets. So you're keeping the pressure down on the strings while you're sliding up, and you should hear those notes clearly at the end of the slide. That's really important. You got to keep the pressure down on these fingers. And notice I'm using the very tips of my fingers. That helps too. I'm trying not to have my thumb way up here on top of the guitar. Let's take a look at the second riff, or the second part of this riff. So this one, I feel like he's leaving a note out. String 4 fret 9, 3 fret 8, and I put string 2 fret 7 in there. It keeps, it's consistent with the phrase before, with the first half of the phrase, with the number of notes, and it sounds better. I don't know if it's actually in there, but it sounds like it's supposed to be. So 4 fret 9, 3 fret 8, 2 fret 7, and you can leave these 3 fingers down for that part. Now when you shift up to these notes, notice these 2 fingers are staying on string 3 and 2, and just going up to string 3 fret 11 and 2 fret 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then string 3 fret 12 and 2 fret 12 together. So that phrase, string 3 fret 12 and 2 fret 12 together. And then back to the chord before that, which is string 3 fret 11 and 2 fret 10. So first work on this. Oops. Da 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 da. And then. Alright, so the rhythm different, but the notes are the same. String 3 fret 12 and 2 fret 12 together once. String 3 fret 11, 2 fret 10 twice. String 3 fret 8 and 2 fret 7. And now you're just sliding up 1 fret. So you're playing that chord once, and then the second time you play it, you're sliding up to string 3 fret 9 and 2 fret 8. Okay, so let's break the second part down into phrases again. Phrase 1, phrase 2, phrase 3, phrase number 4. And then you start putting them together, and then you eventually add the 2 phrases together. So use the video. It's a good video by Christian Vibe, or Vib, I'm not sure which, because there's no E. And use this video to help you know where the notes are and what fingers to use for what notes. Like when you first start this, really important to keep those fingers down and use your first finger as a guide throughout. See, I'm using that first finger. I'm not picking fingers up if I don't have to. Oops. Same thing here. Using this first finger as a guide. So a lot of sliding around and a lot of leaving this first finger down on either string 1 or string 2 to help you keep your fingers grounded, so they're just not flying up and away and it's hard to find the strings again. So use that guide finger or guide fingers. Sometimes you're using guide fingers. Oops. Sometimes 2 and 3 are moving together. Sometimes finger 1 and 2 are moving together. Sometimes it's just finger 1. Sometimes it's just finger 2. But whatever fingers you can keep on a string, do that to facilitate all that shifting around. Don't worry about the speed. That will come. Start off like... even slower if you have to, and really break it down into those little sections we talked about, right? All right, no rush. Take your time, have fun with it, practice hard, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.